Так, звуки, что у нас по звукам? Не знаю, надеюсь, нормально слышно. Ну, блять. Пока все норм, в принципе. Так. Ну. Всем привет, кто будет смотреть на стрим и так далее. Я про Honkai вообще забыл, что там. Так, давайте, наверное, все-таки начать запись будем делать. Так. Надеюсь, все нормально слышно, конечно. Я не знаю, не проверял звук. В общем, так, я что-то забыл про Honkai вообще. Я сказал, буду на выходных записывать и так далее. Ну, я не то что забыл, я чуть-чуть охренел. Я забыл, что сюжет, блять, что-то долгий будет и так далее. Так что я решил вот не на выходных это сделать попозже. Так что да. Ну я посмотрел, блять, сюжет где-то приблизительно 10 часов. Ну, минимум, блять, сколько? 7 часов я у людей видел прохождение. Так что надеюсь, у меня хотя бы 7 часов будет, а не 10 часов, как у большинства людей. Так что да. Так что давайте уже начнем проходить. Это что-то мы уже, ну я точнее забыл про это вообще. Про Honkai, можно сказать. А после Honkai будем, в принципе, и записывать. Да. Надеюсь, я про Зенис также не забуду, блядь. Тут тоже забуду, блядь. Скажу, когда буду записывать, и забуду, да. Я вот надеюсь, что с английской озвучкой здесь тут нету проблем, блядь. Потому что в Геншине, блядь, проблема. Я услышал, что и в Зенесе, блядь, проблемы с этой озвучкой. Заколебали, если честно, слово с этой озвучкой уже. Ладно.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Сука, понял, проебался. Ну где? Только сказал про озвучку и Даньхэна нету.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's so you haven't been with us on the express very long.
Не химика.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering it.
Yeah. Plus, even if we...
Да.
In other words, we won't be leaving Peniconia anytime.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make...
Ой, блядь, когда же решится с этой озвучками, блядь, без забастовки или что? Мне хуй. Воскресенье. Так, ну если что, я напомню, что у меня долго будет загрузка длиться, поскольку я поставил на HDD диск, а не на SSD. Потому что у меня памяти нету на другие игры. Так что Honkai я... Ну, не требуется прям уж быстроты. Так что, надеюсь, это не помешает.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any? I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family...
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out...
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos? Who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and...
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Silbeck. Forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all...
I've heard another theory about that family. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams?
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take...
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Pen...
The only one... What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my action.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling. I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts...
You're right.
She should still be in Penacony.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not...
Remind me. Why do I have...
We've been through this. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself...
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today.
Holy moly. Can you get any more?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against...
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk the...
I will not
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for what, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IP.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due.
By walking straight into a
Or by making it when it's time to go. This will be farewell for good.
Can't you just look back on it from a...
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than...
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean it.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna...
You know how it is. Old habits. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be the same. Applies when bidding my home.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can...
What? What are you talking about? I need Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me, I should have
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me.
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you
Aftermath.
are. You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that
What happens if you...
it's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the...
Please take these notes with you. They make...
Понедельник.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found... So, why are we here? You managed this park?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the Brawn, we were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me met. In hindsight, that was probably the first time.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take...
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately,
Was that his way of training?
perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal. This place is no exception. The
Let's see what we have on these. No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Такой же вопрос, блин.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you...
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner.
What happens if I break the...
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective... Wait, don't... That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that...
You've been iron-fisted since you were little. Wait a sec. If this is how violations are...
I tried to warn you.
Ugh.
How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they met. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, then I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Не помню. Ну да.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt Troupe. What? The Dream Jolt Troupe? Where? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot to...
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? And wait, is that really all you've got?
May I remind you that I am currently...
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just... Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey!
Понял.
Lend me your strength! Still waters of oblivion.
I weep for the departed. It's good so far.
To guard and defend! Crush them! Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! Lend me your strength!
Destined for oblivion.
Ready for another?
Don't worry, it's just again.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the cap.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is...
Aren't the rules being too fit?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Do not discard trash in This is absurd.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Wow. Something's happening. What is this?
Enough. The location of the distortion.
Oh, there it is. Huh.
Time for it to disappear from me. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low...
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight.
Sometime before I turned 6...
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize.
You never forget times of failure.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider... What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories when the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should...
Секундочку. Я хочу кое-что проверить. Мне вот просто интересно. Где тут миссия? Я так понял, это ну-ка. Сколько он длится, эта фигня? Это же отдельное ведь. Ну-ка. Тихо. Так, как называется это? Я могу уже тут скопировать. И на восьмой день. Как он длится, блядь? 2 часа длится. Угу. 2 часа. Окей. То есть мне еще и это проходить. То есть дохуя. Даже не знаю, тогда что лучше, блядь, будет. По факту могу послать это нахрен. Им просто не выложить и все. Ну же никого нет, да, никого нет, все равно. Окей, ну тогда окей. Так, я посмотрел, это 2 часа будет длиться, так что скорее всего. Сегодня я только вот это запишу и все, блядь.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take...
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family... You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody hasn't? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still... We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure... I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Peniconii while I was in captivity. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me.
I will, but before, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantation.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of... Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Peniconii will never experience the Order again.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value. Not after how you wielded. Answer me. What are you doing?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Pen, as you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind?
Agreed. But, until you leave Peniconii for good, you're to stay by. I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself.
The Astral Express crew is in Peniconii too?
Come with me. We'll go find...
Okay. Boy, this is gonna...
We're here.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something... Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblaze? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case...
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the name.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Peniconii. Our reason for lingering here is a certain...
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Peniconii for a while before we depart.
По-моему, этого лебедя, если не ошибаюсь, да? Я не помню, кто гости был.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Что? А ты откуда тут, блядь? Или ты
or
пиздец, подожди, что?
These ladies...
Я понял. Я понял. Я думал, блядь, она тут.
You're finally here, Mr. Yang.
Я вижу. Крупная проблема. Ну да. Так, подожди, кто гость-то, блядь? Это что ли? Или кто? Что? Блядь, я что-то тоже не понял ни хрена. Я что-то тоже не понял.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find...
Блядь, ну озвучка, ну, блядь, ну, заебали со своими забастовками, реально, блядь.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to... I hear that the Astral Express has established... could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't... It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention... That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't...
Да,
So,
хорошо,
is
право.
anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about...
Пам-пам-пам. Удивить. Найдите
You
мне.
don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yun for a...
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you...
So that's sort of try not to laugh.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the Miss Ting-Yun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze.
What's your take?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate. There is no cause for concern.
Mr. Yang?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been. Help me remove my disguise.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going...
Удар в спину, ну да.
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of some...
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yun.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now,
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang.
Понятно. Далеко общаться.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider...
Your suggestion?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yun to come together to form the team. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where
There.
there does appear to be an...
Hey! You better not be referring to the part.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home.
Yes, more specifically...
The Law Fu. Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Lost?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person story for another time. As host...
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other...
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared, but then again, gifts should be lasting. What? That sounds... if we really want to do this right, though, it's the
You sure have a way of not affecting.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a...
So, what do you think?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way?
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each... In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all...
Okay. You just made it sound.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world.
One that we can speak. But it may take me a while to.
Богачка.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise? Huh? Ugh, yikes! She's scary.
Пятилетка.
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time. I'll take you next time. Should we?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own.
Even if that's true.
Ну то все, блядь. Если так.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Луна.
This Miss Tingyun looks like she.
Так, а тут, подожди, что тут? Все, да? Все. Окей. Так.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her. If I remember correctly.
It's nothing special, really.
She ought to meet your one we can properly.
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I would...
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here
That is true.
if you still have concerns. You are also free to restrain me while he performs.
There's no need for that.
Are you all right with this, Miss?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion.
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
А может, это фигня, которая... Это, блядь, исказилась, которая... Установила шею, и я просто не помню по сюжету давно. Может быть, это появился.
Look, it's working.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss
Понятно.
Yoon, you're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just...
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Помер, видимо.
Don't be afraid.
Что?
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need... You're not alone.
Who? And who? Is that where I came from? And where does this...
Куда вступает? За кого вступает, блядь?
This path is so dark. Yet it's strange. The farther I walk, the more... Could it be that this isn't... The path is so dark. Yet it's strange. The farther I walk...
Да, блядь.
Could it be that that looks so familiar? Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. They were only...
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not...
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a...
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it.
Excuse me. Can they...
Ой, я могу бегать. Ой. Чё у нас тут?
This girl is...
Чего?
question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me?
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be
Destruction? Please, who are you?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait.
You want me to go through here? Do I?
There's no need for that. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as...
My scars? Wait!
А зачем? Вместо кого?
Is this called coexisting?
Просто урон.
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not
Так,
alone.
но я тратить не буду ничего, так что...
Still waters of oblivion.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Destined for oblivion.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Still waters of oblivion.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We have the upper hand!
Зря использовал, блять, только на этого.
Enemy data secure. Network activated. Time for a good old counterattack! You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Free will or what destined for oblivion.
Fiends or devil, I'll crush them all!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
How can it be? Why? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these skulls, or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So... I'm trapped between life and death.
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to say...
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to...
That doesn't matter.
I believe the desire to live was born from You may also prove yourself to be the exception.
How troublesome. But
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory. Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens.
what about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your... Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for her. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet...
My body...
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately. There's no need for that. This was merely with this. The debt between the traveling merchant and me. Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about...
Я понял уже, походу. Я походу понял.
Are you...
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death, while she miraculously escaped.
But something happened to change that.
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life science. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Peniconia along the way, partly.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I...
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway.
so glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the...
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved...
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is...
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able...
Okay. We better hurry. This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping...
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance.
I'm not too familiar with this planet.
As if a merchant could...
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. but we've already lost a lot of time. So we better not drag our feet.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
Meticulously thought out and interesting. Next is General.
Yes.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the Planet of Festivities. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the... That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it...
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find
a souvenir for myself. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop.
Everything you want, we have it.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yun.
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days, but there are some things I find difficult to forget. Do you two still remember?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Вот этот вопрос.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for... I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Ventilia's...
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while.
But it was... That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of... That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never... What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you... That part is true. I'm always kept... So, what did she seem like to you? I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just... Was there anything...
Now's not the time for those...
Now, in your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun.
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm...
Uh-huh?
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for... If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help.
We wouldn't have...
Exactly.
based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. Vantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered, that thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. And now, I will reclaim everything. Dear benefactors, I extend my... Looks like we're off to a good start. And you, my dear benefactors, will be...
Miss Ting-Yoon, that's way too over the top.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yoon in your memories won't be... All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up...
A dream about eons? Welcome to the Dreamscape sales store.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something...
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best dream. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young swordmaster strives to become the sword champion. However, as Junior Fox...
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance.
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order.
Ну, окей. Вот чё подам.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting-Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou?
О, это что ли? Что? А, ну да, это.
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word before. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting-Yoon, I'm here to take you home.
Ну, нам что делать?
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's...
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on.
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same. Carefree. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long... Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate...
I have no doubt. But do I really have to go back to the Lawfu?
Why? You don't want...
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron May, who has... Nope. It seems as if I've become a pawn.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now...
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Lawfu and complicate things. I might
take advantage of the situation.
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron May visited the Lawfu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, if we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decision, I'll support you, no matter what up.
Then I'm glad.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a... There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here.
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodied. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has... As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was... Madame Yukong, do you remember... Perhaps that was her first experience.
Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try? Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff.
This flight was a turning point in the boundless cosmos unfolded in this world. There are paths beyond. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, even to this day,
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may...
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were... In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember some... Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, How can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave... So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust. Sneeze a few times.
Мне кое-что интересно. Где я вообще остановился?
Is this place also affected by the order?
Мы скоро закончим, окей.
No, I'm just here to bid, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire. Now then, Mr. Onewood.
I'm not leaving.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first. Didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I...
My name is 1 week. I'm a member.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy.
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to... I know these stars only exist in the dream.
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see. So, have we ever truly seen a real...
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 week. You remind... Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so
A show?
It's somewhere farther away.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. Distance can make some things.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't...
What makes you feel this way?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. now the hotel feels...
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but my only real regret is that
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes. He left in such a hurry that
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to
If you don't mind me asking, who is it?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark.
There are many such people on Peniconii. Failure is like this. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially...
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this...
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he...
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on...
You may be right.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in that he may have taken the wrong approach when he failed. But I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We don't have to soar into the sky together because I know we'll reunite one day.
I hope so.
Miss 1 week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here, and if I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe...
The dream jigsaw. I see.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as...
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this. The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of...
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. We have enough. Let's go back.
Oh, Miss Robin! I'm a big fan. I don't get to attend every single one of your concerts, but I watched...
Thank you for your support.
Понятно. Что же там, блять, аж? Куда?
It's done. Have a look. Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the...
Да. Даже не попрощался, печально.
You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey, brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect...
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side. But why did you do those unnecessary
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want. But I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either. We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have before we leave. I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become...
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you at this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet you stop and spend precious time on people.
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also...
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars.
Not all journeys lead to... You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any... The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that this is my way of the trailblaze.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face... There was never a third person with us.
I told you he'd find out.
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale.
Так, ну ха-ха, у меня до сих пор не прокачано, я забросил, потому что, ну, если, надеюсь, не такие трудные мобы будут, если они тут будут вообще. Да.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds...
Don't worry, I won't take too much time.
Надеюсь, мобы не будут трудными.
I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family.
Now that you've returned to the stage...
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they're... I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony. It's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't... While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream,
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is... This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually... It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest.
Yes.
I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given...
You could say he's another... I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those... Maybe, if I had made a small change in my childhood... What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop.
Понятно.
Is there a possibility that you will be the one? No. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down.
То есть мы будем пиздиться с...
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Peniconio, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control it. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the... I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly, or my fondness. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break... But I won't become like you. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. You see? Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate, and see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that the person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak on the planet of festivities. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time, when telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage!
То, что он
suspected.
не
The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Скорее всего, мне придется заново переиграть, потому что хохо у меня все-таки не прокачано. Может, я забыл прокачивать.
Decisive moment in the battle.
Ну ладно, попробуем.
Lend me your strength.
Так.
Enemy data secure. Network accessible. Time for a good old counterattack. Enter the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I weep for the departed.
Ready for another?
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Lend me your strength.
Free will, or was it fate? Still water.
Enemy data secured. Network accessible. Time for a good old counterattack. Insert a support. Still coming.
These are devils. Now crush them all!
Lend me your strength.
Another journey begins. Again.
Enter the
Stay
storm.
put!
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Don't worry, it's just a scream.
This battle is unavoidable.
Я даже знаю, как лучше. Не сломал.
Ready for another? Insert a support. Still coming.
These are devils. Now crush them all!
А чё у нас там? Летел.
A decisive moment in the battle.
Вот говно, да?
Still water uplift.
Да блять, иди. Я вылез. Ну что, брат?
Stay put.
Ready for another? Don't pay for this.
Блять,
Lend me your strength.
это
Is it inevitable for me?
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Be the devil. I'll crush them all.
I weep for the heart.
Day, I grant myself departure.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Peniconia?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involved.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one control?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. But Mr. Gopher Wood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that my guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Peniconia is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority. In the worst case scenario, if she paid turn. Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most...
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Peniconia were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Peniconia will become a public. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even if not for our paths. Perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. You are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it. While I lack the will to trailblaze, Morgan, I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need more than asceticism. Therefore, after leaving Peniconia, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
So this is why I brought him here.
Так, что у нас? А, ну мы скоро закончим, в принципе. Да, мы скоро закончим.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please.
Well, you did get...
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for. Until then, rest assured that I will do.
Now that our business on Peniconia is set... try?
No? We're still... Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Интересно. О. Земля. Так, это все или это не конец шоу? Вот это вот следующее, да, уже? Сказано про следующих... Ну-ка, секундочку. Мне вот интересно. Так, как называется сказание? Сказание. Сказание о... Если просто так напишу. Получится... Да, это следующая сюжетка, да? Или нет, поймешь. Нет, тут реально вот. Амфориус. Это планета? Ну-ка. Да, это следующая. Ага. Ну я так понял, это планета, блядь. Больше я не знаю, что это такое-то. Ну-ка. 3 секунды. Я вот так вот сделаю, секундочку. Так, ну видимо это да, все-таки следующая сюжетка. Так что давайте. Так, ну это следующая сюжетка будет уже. Так что давайте заканчивать. Что за хрень? А, понял. Так, ну давайте. Не надо играть. А я сесть могу? Не могу сесть. Ладно, как я сказал, давайте заканчивать. Следующее, скорее всего, может быть, завтра буду стримить, ну, записывать. Надеюсь, снова не проебусь так же. Сказал, на выходные буду записывать, ну, решил сегодня все-таки. Поскольку мне в любом случае где-то 7 часов надо потратить, чтобы, к примеру, на сюжетку. Хотя, может, больше, я не знаю, что там как и будет. Ну, где-то в основном, где-то около 70 часов прохождения этой сюжетки. Так что да. Так что, скорее всего, чтобы подготовиться, я, скорее всего, если не забуду, то... Завтра утром, в принципе, буду записывать, так что увидимся, скорее всего, завтра. Надеюсь на это. Если нет, то когда-нибудь увидимся. Всем пока-пока.
Nice.
Так, ну что ж, я думал, подольше буду, а оказывается, я забыл, что перед той сюжеткой еще это же есть была. Так что... да ебаный, блин, что ж я делаю-то? Ну тут уже ничего нету. Да, следующая сюжетка будет 7-8 часов. Это да. Ладно, всем, ну, как я повторяюсь, всем пока, увидимся, скорее всего, завтра. Всем пока-пока.